It is not looking good for DC right now. Okay, I have attempted to make this video multiple times, so hopefully this take comes out professional as possible. But I have got to say, when I woke up to that information yesterday, I woke up like that just ruined my day yesterday. Like, yeah, I got stuff that I wanted to get non-related to Henry Cavill Superman, but I was still upset because I kind of it felt like I had fallen down the stairs and grazed my kneecap really badly, and it hurts, and it just hurts to even move it. You know, one of those pains. That's what I feel like, because these lot hyped up Henry Cavill Superman, right? They were hyping it up. Well, they were reluctant at first to do it with Black Adam. They were so reluctant, and then the Rock got us that credit scene, and then Black Adam unfortunately bombed, and then James Gunn was like, well, we don't have to do that now. We can just hard reset because nothing is making any money. And you do realize now Shazam 2, Aquaman 2 and The Flash are also not going to make any money now, because you've just killed any interest in them, because what is the point of watching them if they are going to hard reset DC now? And especially without Superman, that was my only interest. That was the thing that was keeping me on board for this DCU, because with the DCEU I was just willing to say, yo, it ends at Zack Snyder's Justice League, like the Snyder Cut. That's where it ends, and I am content with that. That's what I was willing to do. But if they were going to reboot, I wanted them to take the best aspects of the Snyder Cut and then put those into the new thing, but not also harboring in, like, not taking everything from that. Only the best parts, like Superman, maybe some costume designs, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be a full-on one-to-one Superman either. Like, the personality could also be a different type of personality. That's fine. I would have been fine with that. But for you to do this, what's the word I'm looking for? For you to do the reboot and to do a younger Superman, it's like, how many times do we need to do this? Superman has been like Smallville, Man of Steel, Superman Returns, I think. Now, how old was that guy who did Superman Returns? Because he was young. But yeah, you know, and I wanted to see Superman in his prime, where he's fully grown up. He's fighting, like, well, not Doomsday level, but technically, yeah, Doomsday level villains, like the villains that cause destruction, and Superman's out here trying to save everyone and do the absolute best that he can in the battle. That's what I want to see. I see him struggle against a foe that he can't just smash, or, you know. So I do want to see Henry Cavill, but now it's like, it's a whole messed up situation. Like, the whole situation is just messed up, because now it's the new guy who's going to come in and play Superman. He has an expectation he's never going to be able to meet now. It's really a fucked situation. No one is gonna come out on top. DC's just lost their golden goose, and the only thing that was keeping remaining fans of, like, the movies of DC, because I'll be real, that there isn't really a lot anymore. You know, they wanted Henry Cavill, I wanted Henry Cavill, and the world made it pretty clear that they wanted Henry Cavill. Do you know what James Gunn said? We're not giving you Henry Cavill. So, ooh, like, this was so, like, painful to really even do. And, like, oh, and then let's not forget his Instagram post. You knew that was painful. For me, that is just too painful, because when he was writing that post, like I'm paraphrasing, but he says, no, didn't get the job, but I understand we have some time to mourn, but Superman's values will always beat it. Do you know why that is so painful? That post is even more painful than him losing it, because that is something Superman would say. And the problem for me is now you've got nothing that I want now. You've got nothing. Like, you could come out with all your movies, right? I've got no interest now because of disappointment after disappointment. Like, and this is another thing. We have nerd fandoms like becoming major IPs, but are not run by fans. Like, I remember recently Marvel saying that they consider it a red flag to hire fans of the actual brand. It's like, oh, are you fucking dumb? Like, people really think that's a logical decision? No, it's people who aren't fans of the like proper fans of the IP, and they have a good job at that company that's working on that project. You do realize they would lose their job eventually to the guy who knows the actual content over the guy who don't. Like, yeah. And it's like, that's what this feels like to me. It's like, you just got people in Hollywood doing comic book movies and are being made by people who don't even like comic books or comic book games, or, you know, anything based on comic books now, or even The Witcher. And it's like, why do these people keep getting hired? Because you just don't have these people's, don't have the fans' intentions. Like, that's the thing. If you're going to use an IP, you have to put that core audience first, not the normies. Like, loads of people think we could just make any IP and anyone will be fans of it, and you just water it down so anybody can enjoy it. And it's just like, And people are saying, yeah, James Gunn is a fan. I'm gonna be honest, I am not a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm fans of his other work, not relating to the MCU. But my problem that I have with MCU nowadays is there's just too many jokes for me. And yeah, it's fine to have some jokes, but I like to watch my MCU films multiple times. Like if you watch, for me, if I watch an MCU movie over 3 times overall, not back to back, but overall, the jokes are just not funny anymore. And then it just kills the experience because it becomes very cringe. I hope James Gunn isn't going to do that for DC, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because they don't want to do the dark and brooding because that failed. So they're probably going to do like the more family friendly stuff, and it's like, nah. Like, I don't want a family friendly Batman. I don't want to see a family friendly Black Adam. Well, that's if we even get a Black Adam. You know, like, Black Adam wasn't very, well, I mean, it was, but it wasn't. Because, like, it knew when to be dark and when to be humorous, sorry, that came out wrong, humorous. But overall, the film was aight. Like, it ain't the greatest film ever made. Like, it weren't no 9, let's be real. But back to the point, man. Henry Cavill, man. I understand you have been fighting for this role for like a decade. Like, let's be real. 2020, like 2012 was when I remember Man of Steel being revealed. Like, I remember that one trailer where it's just a man flying into space and he's dressed up as Superman, and then it just ends. I remember that trailer. Do any of you guys remember that trailer? No, I remember that trailer. But, and like, now he's fought for the role and he's not even gonna get it. It's like, now I feel if they was to be like, alright, we've listened, no, he's not gonna come back now. Because I feel like you've made him come back and fired him too many times. It's like, first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Third time, I don't think there's gonna be a third time. Like I really don't. James Gunn, you have nothing. You like you have no interest. Like you don't understand. You think you know it all. You think you know what the customers want. You think you know what the fans want. That's the problem with these people in Hollywood. They think they know when you don't know. You're not one of the clique. You're not a part of the clique. You're not a part of these communities. When do you have time to read comics, James Gunn? When do you have time to like play video games or to even do nerd stuff? You work in Hollywood. You ain't doing that stuff no more. It's like, yeah, like when you say, oh, I used to be a fan growing up, but are you still about that life today? I doubt you are, because you're always busy. How, you know, one of them was like, how can you be a fan? Like really, it's so easy for people to say that they're fans of something nowadays. Like even in interviews, like people, you think, I don't know, these guys are just going into interviews, reading up about the character that they want to work on for a project, and just write down all the main notes about the character and memorize that stuff for the interview, and then pretend like you're an absolute hardcore fan of I don't know the answers, man, but like, to me, you have just cut your own legs off. Like you've cut your legs off, and you was expecting it not to hurt. Like that's what this situation is. Maybe you did expect it to hurt, and you knew it was going to hurt. But my question is to you: why the fuck did you do it in the first place, you bloody idiots? Why? You knew people wanted Superman. No, we don't care about you, James Gunn. Like, this isn't about you. This is about getting DC back together, and the best way to make it profitable. That's one thing. DC is very inconsistent when it comes down to being profitable. Very few films have actually been successful from the DCEU, and the movies that aren't DCEU related, i.e. the Batman and the Joker. But you know, like, I'm so sick and tired of people telling me what I want. I'm like, no, you don't know what I want. You don't even know me. We've never even met. I'm so sick and tired of these companies going and using my IP and thinking they could just do whatever they want with it, and everybody's just going to like it because like, it's superheroes. Everybody likes superheroes, right? And they don't actually think before they use the IP. And when you see these companies just flop at the box office this year, like barely anyone is eating good in Hollywood, is because you keep forcing all of this unnecessary crap instead of putting the fan base first. Literally, Ghostbusters to now, they haven't been doing it. Like, literally, you have to reboot Warner Brothers. Like, DC got, not DC, Warner Brothers, because they own DC. They had to get bought out because they fucked up so badly. And you're still not learning from the past mistakes. But you think just, I don't know, man. I'm literally going in circles here. I don't know the answers right now, because I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like, I'm so frustrated with this decision. And it's like, you want me to come watch your new stuff, Mr. Gunn, but you've taken the only thing that was keeping me even interested in your new thing, because I just don't care no more. You fucked up too many times, and it's just like, now I don't care. And now when your movies bomb at the box office, which I know they're going to do, like let's be real, we all know that is coming. Let's be real, we all know that backlash and those bombs in the box office are coming. Let's stop fucking about. Have you seen what's happened this year? How many movies that actually have made a profit this year compared to how many who didn't? That loss ratio is wham right now. So don't take that, you know. So right now, guys, all I have got to say is I am not happy with this decision. No, James Gunn, stop trying to be Kevin Feige. Listen to the fans. No, you can't be the head honcho with this thing and just be like, it's my thing, my thing, my thing. This is the vision. No. You've got another problem to deal with. You need to actually make DC profitable again. Not just your movies. Your comics aren't selling. Yeah, Gotham Knights, from what I heard, wasn't selling very well. So, before you even go around and start saying, like, yo, this is the new vision of DC, yeah, we get it, you do need to launch a universe, but you also need to make your company profitable again. But that's all I have got to say, guys. I am not happy, and unless Henry Cavill comes back, then I will be happy, and then I will have some interest in this. But as of right now, James Gunn, you have literally killed your own universe before you've even entered production. Like the new Superman movie, I feel sorry for that new actor. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you've made it to this video, you've obviously liked it, and if you didn't, well, that's fine as well. Make your angry comment about how much you hate me and drop your dislike. It is still good for the algorithm. And to all DC fans and Superman fans out there, I feel your pain right now. I feel your frustration. But just remember, Superman is there though. He's still there. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be the guy who we wanted him to be played as. You lot take care, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.